So I had a kind of a crazy day. It was a nice bike ride. We did make it almost to the waterfall, but my brother had an issue with his bicycle. So I brought my good old trusty shitty red bicycle, and he went to go rent the same bicycle that he rented last week. And my bike was doing all kinds of weird stuff. Like the gears were like shifting on their own. Basically, like I would put it in third gear and it would go to second gear. Like the chain could not stay in third gear for some reason. So it was like going down to second gear. And if I put it on second gear, it would go to first gear. And it just like if I put it on third gear, it would go up to the high gear, but then the chain would either fall off or fall back onto the second gear. And so after a while, I just learned how to just keep it in second gear and not have it fall off. I can't explain it. I'm not a bike mechanic, but anyway, I just tried to go as fast as I could in second gear. And so he was having some issues with his bike, and I had reached the bottom of the waterfall park at Huey Masai, and there was, I think, a Swedish lady, and I said, "Did you see a guy, my brother, on a bike?" And she's like, "Yeah, I think he had a flat tire." And so what happened was I thought that he had passed me because I had stopped to look at this, I was up ahead and I stopped and looked at this like river that was really pretty, and I thought maybe he had passed me and I didn't notice. So I just figured I'd meet him there, and then when I got there, when he wasn't there, she told me that he had some kind of issue with his bike. So I pedaled. I had tried to call him, and he had tried to call me, but the reception wasn't good out there. So I pedaled back, and then I found him, and he was back on his bike. He said that something had happened with the derailleur getting stuck in the bicycle spokes or something, but he had fixed it somehow. But he was like, "Let's just go back now, though, before anything else happens, you know?" And then we went down our usual route back, and then I got up ahead, and then he called me. He's like, "Oh, the bike's messed up again." So this time the bike was like, I don't know, the derailleur had like slipped through the spokes and broken one of the spokes. I don't even know, okay? Again, I'm not a mechanic, but it looked really bad. And it's a rental, so I just hope they don't charge them too much or whatever. That's why I'm kind of afraid of rental bikes, because you don't know if they're in bad condition, and then shit happens, and then they make you pay for it or something. That's why I'd rather have my own little junky bike. Or next time I'll bring a good bike with me. But anyway, he was trying to figure out how to fix it, and he wasn't having very good luck. And then some lady was like, "Oh, hey, I get you a taxi." So there was like one of those truck taxis, but I figured we wouldn't put two bikes in there. Maybe we could have fit two bikes in there, but I figured I'd just ride back. So I rode back. It started getting dark, and so I don't know. A lot of times we're using Google Maps and stuff, and I don't really know my way around the city. But when I know, okay, get to the bridge, past the bridge, and then you pass the big temple with all the stairs, and then you go down this street, and then you take a left on this street. But a lot of times I get mixed up on which street to go from there. And I was like, okay, I'll just ride around a little bit. And somehow, I don't know, I took a wrong turn, and I was like way the other side of the city. I was like, I don't know, just completely lost. But anyway, I recognized some spots from where we had gone when we were coming back from the stadium a few days ago. But anyway, so then I called my brother, and I was like, "Are you back yet?" And he's like, "No, because the guy dropped me off." He tried to tell him the guest house, and the Google Maps was messing up or something, and the guy didn't understand him, and so he dropped him off somewhere with the bike closer to the big Chiang Rai Mall, which is a couple miles away. So my brother just locked up the bike and was gonna go get it tomorrow somehow, and is just walking back right now. But and I finally finagled my way back. I went actually through like the downtown area. Um, I went like downtown. I went by the bus station, and then I like saw like some familiar sights. Um, but then I was like, am I going the right way? And then I saw like some hotels that I recognized, and then finally I saw the street where this hotel is on. It's like I know certain landmarks, but I just don't know exactly like what a lot of the streets' names are, and I'm just really glad to be back. But I feel bad for my brother because he's gonna have to deal with that bike tomorrow, and taking it back, and he actually paid for 3 days rental too, and this was the first day, so hopefully they'll cut him a break.